Hello, scholars. I'm coming to you again from my cabin, so if you hear anything in the background, it's probably one of my family members or a dog or something. Okay, so let's get started with lesson 6. Everybody go ahead and find lesson 6 in your reading mastery book. Give you a few minutes to do that. A few seconds. If you need to go find it, pause your device and then unpause when you're ready. Okay, here we go. Let's find column 1. I see that column 1 has some states in it. Number 1, column 1 says Michigan. What word? Number 2, Kentucky. What word? Word 3, crooked. What word? Word 4, triangle. What word? Let's read these words again the fast way. Number 1, what word? Number 2, what word? Number 3, what word? Number 4, what word? Good. Find column 2. All of these words have an ending. Word 1, what word? Word 2, what word? Word 3, what word? Word 4, what word? Word 5, what word? Good. Let's read these words the fast way. Word 1, what word? Word 2? Word 3? Word 4? Word 5? Good. Remember, when I'm saying the number, you're supposed to say the word after it when we're going through the fast way, okay? So, find column 3. Word 1 says trout. What word? Word 2 says daytime. What word? Word 3 says below. What word? Word 4 says sprang. What word? Word 5 says neck. What word? Good. Let's go through these words the fast way. Word 1, what word? Word 2? Word 3? Word 4? Word 5? Very good. Okay, I'm thinking of a word. It's 3 syllables. It's a proper noun. It's in column 1. Starts with an M. Michigan. Very good. All right, find part B in your textbook. Miss Halverson is going to do the background reading today, just like every day. And then after I do the reading of the story, you will read that out loud to someone at your house. Okay, but everybody find part B in your textbook. The information section. Everybody touch the title. Everybody, what's the title? The sun lights the earth. The sun shines all the time, but you can't see the sun all the time. Only half of the earth is in sunlight. Scholars, listen to that again. But you can't see the sun all the time. Only half of the earth is in sunlight. Let's keep reading. You can see the sun if you're on the side of the earth that is closer to the sun. Everybody, can you see the sun if you're on the side of the earth that is closer to the sun? Yes. Let's keep reading. It is daytime on the side of the earth where you can see the sun. It is nighttime on the side of the earth where you can't see the sun. Scholars, is it daytime or nighttime on the side of the earth that is closer to the sun? Daytime, very good. The earth turns around once every 24 hours. If you lived on the equator, you would have 1 day and 1 night during that 24 hours. Okay, let's look at those pictures that are right there. Look at picture 1. It shows the earth as it turns. Everyone, touch the person in picture 1. That person is on the equator below the United States. Everybody touch the person in picture 2. That is where the person would be 6 hours later. The earth has turned. For that person, it is now sunset. You can see that the person is still below the United States. Touch the person in picture 3. This is where the person would be another 6 hours later. The earth has turned some more. What time of day is it for this person now? Nighttime. Very good. The person is still right below the United States. Touch picture 4. We can't see the person in that picture because the person is on the part of the earth we can't see. Where is the United States? That's right. Also on the side we can't see. Everybody, how long does it take for the earth to turn all the way around? 24 hours. Very good. All right. Find part C in your textbook. The error limit for this story is 14 errors. So be watching Miss Halverson because I might make some errors. Then if I make 14, then I'm going to have to read it again. All right. Here we go. Everybody touch the title. Oh, excuse me. Everybody, what's the title? The Geese Leave Big Trout Lake. Tim and Old Henry spent the night in the small woods near the lake. In the morning, the lake was completely frozen and the air was even colder than before. Tim said, I'm supposed to leave today, but I don't know about all the landing spots. How long do you think it's going to take for me to learn about them? Henry said, Oh, I thought of a different plan. I'll fly along with you part of the way. After we reach the 3rd landing place, I'll head back here. Tim smiled. Thank you, he said. I like this plan a lot better. Well, let's get going then, Henry said, and remember to follow the directions I hunk out. I will, Tim said, and the 2 geese took off, circled above Big Trout Lake one time, and then headed south. Old Henry led the way and Tim followed, but Tim got tired after the geese had flown about 60 miles. As they flew over a large lake, Tim said, Let's land down there for a while. I see a few geese near the shore. How far had they gone? 60 miles. Who was tired? Tim. Where did Tim want to land? On a large lake. What did he see near the shore? Geese. Old Henry laughed and said, Never land where you only see a few geese. You'll find out they are not real geese at all. They are fake geese that hunters use to make other geese think it is safe to land there. But most of the geese that try to land there will get shot. Well, where can we land? 2 kinds of places are safe, Henry said. One kind of safe place has hundreds of geese on the water. Another kind of safe place has no geese on the water. What are the 2 places that are safe? That's right. One of them is a lake with no geese. One of them is a lake with hundreds of geese. Then Henry said, Pick a safe place for us to land. Tim said, That's easy. There are lots of lakes down there, and I don't see ducks or geese on most of them. Well, lead the way to a safe place then. And that's what Tim did. The 2 geese rested there for a while. They ate some water plants and took a nap in a field. Then they took off and flew south again. A few hours later, the 2 geese flew over the landing place where they would spend the night. Old Henry didn't say anything about where they were. He wanted to see if Tim would recognize the place. He didn't. Henry asked him, Do you see anything interesting down below us? Tim looked at the trees, the pond, and the 2 barns in the field. Then he said, No, what's interesting down there? At that moment, Henry knew that he would have to do something more than just tell Tim about how to get to Florida on his own. Scholars, what place did they fly over? That's right, they flew over the landing place. Did Tim recognize it? Not at all. Let's keep reading. The geese landed near the barns. They were empty except for some mice that lived in them. Something didn't smell right to Henry, however. Something told him to get out of this place. Just then, a red fox sprang from the grass and charged towards Tim. Before Tim could take off, the fox had grabbed his tail feathers. Help! Tim yelled. Old Henry put his head down and charged at the fox. He bit the fox on the neck and ears. The fox tried to attack Old Henry, but Old Henry kept biting the fox until it ran away. Henry looked at where the fox had grabbed Tim to make sure that Tim was not hurt. Tim was all right. Then old Henry said, That was a foolish fox. I guess she doesn't know that a full-grown goose is a much better fighter than a fox. What Henry didn't tell Tim was that an old goose that tries to fight a fox might hurt itself. Old Henry had a very sore wing. He was glad that he wouldn't have to fly until the morning. Tim and Henry walked all around to make sure that no other dangers were near the barn. Henry told Tim, "I think we'll be safe here if we spend the night in one of these barns." And that's what the geese did. Awesome. So, everybody turn to lesson 6 in your packet. Let's read what a good answer has. Part of the question is in my answer so that it makes sense. All parts of the question are answered. 2 examples of how the character has shown virtue: a thoughtful text-to-text or text-to-self connection, capitalization, proper punctuation. Okay, let's read. It says, again in today's story, we see old Henry act with virtue to help his new friend Tim. Choose one of the virtue and one of the characters from our story. Write 2 ways old Henry has shown virtue in today's story. Okay, choose one of the virtues and one of the characters. Okay, so it looks like actually the characters are already chosen for you. So you should start both of your sentences here is one way old Henry uses virtue in today's story is ... And then another way old Henry uses virtue is. Okay. I can also think of one way that old Henry did not use virtue today. So if you want to write one example of how he did not use virtue, that is fine as well. Old Henry gets hurt in today's story. Write a time about when you got hurt or were sore. One time I got hurt falling out of a tree. I was climbing. I broke my arm. All right, so once you have this page filled out, go ahead, take a picture of it and submit it in our Google Classroom page for lesson 6. Awesome day today, scholars, and I'll see you for lesson 7. Bye.